Rejection by Valanciunas. Fast break Toronto. Carroll's running. DeRozan with it. Picked up by Turner. Valanciunas with a screen on Ellis. Lowry kicks to Randall. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Ellis. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Lowry. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
George sets a screen for Ellis. Williams kicks to Hill. Ellis goes in. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Ellis.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Lowry with the ball. Williams picks him up. Here's Valanciunas.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
George dishes to Williams. Back to George. To the inside. Stolen by Randolph. Outside DeRozan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Pacers trail by 5. Williams with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's George. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice unflappable demeanor, too.
Lowry kicks to Carroll. Pass to Randolph. There's the screen. 5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan. And it's sent back by George. Ellis goes in. Inside. Here's Turner. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Turner's got his first points of the night.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Screened by Valanciunas. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Poked away. Out to the right wing. Here's Lowry. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pacers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Ellis outside. Pick up by Hill. Indiana moving it around. The shot by George, wide open. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside DeRozan. To the paint. Puts up the baby hook. Valanciunas, good. Indiana trailing here. Ellis outside. Hill is screen on DeRozan. Ellis kicks to Hill. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Valanciunas with a screen on Ellis. Ellis on the double team. And Valanciunas penetrating. And the shot is long. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against Cleveland. From deep, George. And that one's good. George has got 6.
Boy, you got to love that assist by Darren Williams.
Well, for Darren Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot. But the injuries, hard to overcome.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And guys, for Darren Williams last season, all those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career. And he just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Kobe is subbed in for Damari Carroll. Randolph dishes to Lowry. He used that pick to get in close. Lowry's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And, you know, talking about Darren Williams, last year wasn't all bad. I mean, nearly 7 assists a game, 3.5 rebounds, a steal. Not the stocking stuffer he used to be, but he still battled and still contributed.
Here's Lowry after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Randolph passes to Kobe. DeRozan against George. 4 on the shot clock. And DeRozan gets to Biyombo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Indiana leading. And here is Ellis. Dishes to Turner. Nobody near Williams. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Here's DeRozan. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way up. DeRozan's got his first 2 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here is George. Outside DeRozan. Right wing. Lowry kicks to Biyombo. And it's Bryant in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You can't get in a much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Outside, George. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Toronto, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Outside Lowry. Down low. Here's DeRozan. Here's Randolph. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
James Johnson's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Then for the Pacers, Mahaney's checked in for Hill. And it's Gooden in for Turner. Ellis dishes to Mahaney. Williams for 3. And it's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here is Lowry. 7 points in the game. Here's Randolph. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Toronto. Ian Clark comes in for Kyle Lowry. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
Some changes for Indiana. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Ellis. And Sessions subbed in for Darren Williams. And Sessions kicks to George. In the corner, Miles with it. Back to George. To the wing on the left. Here is Miles. Patterson defending. Sessions passes to Mahinmi. And Sessions kicks to Miles. Miles with another miss. As we're talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them great back-to-back postseason appearance.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach. He's really known as a defensive specialist, but once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
And they take the lead. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And the Raptors miss again.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Outside Bryant. They need this one. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Jordan Adams, he's jacked in for the Raptors. George with the bucket.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Sessions. Johnson to screen. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Indiana out in front, up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Ian Clark out there with Adams. And it's Carroll in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Clark. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Shot clock at 5. Carroll kicks to Valanciunas. The turnaround J. That one off the back iron and out.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes under the league with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Pacers leading by 3. Outside, George. In the corner, Miles with it. Miles with another miss.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Carroll. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania, Clark, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with his combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
Shot's good. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Here's DeRozan. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Sessions. Gooden dishes to George. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And DeRozan. Here we go. Here's Carroll. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Outside for Miles. The 3. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain phase. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Gooden. Martin comes in for George. And it's Ellison for C.J. Miles. And Turner with the block. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Williams comes in for Sessions. DeRozan again. Ellis. It's stolen by Valanciunas. DeRozan again. Smart. And DeRozan. Here we go. Comes up empty down low.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Martin the pass to Rice. And there's the 3-second violation. The Raptors have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Outside Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Raptors leading by 3. Outside Lowry. Randolph, a screen on Ellis. Lowry kicks to Randolph. It's rebounded by Indiana.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
The Raptors making a switch here. Biombo's checked in. Now here's Randolph. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Here's Williams, trailing by 2. DeRozan against Ellis. Back to Williams. Outside, Martin. Clock is at 3. Stolen by Randolph. The numbers in their favor. Here's Carroll. Rebounded by Ellis. Ellis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now here's Ellis. Back to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Williams. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 6 points for Deron Williams. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visuals I was.
Something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
Johnson, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. Toronto trailing. Now Lowry. He has 7. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
Martin wide open. He fires from outside off the mark.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time to tell.
Here's Ellis. Soft touch off the glass. Ellis has got his 2nd basket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Johnson in the corner. Here's Randolph. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunity.
Some solid numbers once again for Zach Randolph with Memphis last year. He just keeps plugging away, grinding out, no pun intended, chugging along and producing.
Yeah, 16 points, about 10.5 rebounds for Zebo. I mean, he's a classic power forward and always gives you the numbers even though he still plays under the rim.
And it's Ellis penetrating. And that one's good. Ellis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Outside DeRozan. He dishes it to Biombo. Outside for Lowry. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Paul George, he's checked in for Martin. They set the pick. Outside, George. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
George having a fantastic game. He has 11 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
So it's Toronto now. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Beyond the arc. The Pacers pull it in. To the paint. Stolen by Randolph. And oh, here we go. DeRozan. Nobody back.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Pick up by Hill. Shot clock at 6. Pass to George. There's a good screen. That gives them the lead. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Toronto calls timeout.
And you know, one thing about Deron Williams, he used to get to the charity stripe at will. At the height of his career, he's averaging almost 6 free throws a game. The last couple seasons, he's been down around 3.
The Raptors making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Mahinmi's checked in for the Pacers. Gooden comes in for Turner. And Clark for Deron Williams. He clearly has the handle and the strength to get to the basket, but no longer the explosion that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, you know, he's had some ankle injuries, and that certainly is a part of that. And he's also in his 30s now, so largely a perimeter jump shooter, but still can impact the game with his deep shooting and playmaking.
DeRozan. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
The Raptors have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Now here's Ellis. He's got 6. The kick out to Williams. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
He feeds it to Patterson. To the paint. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. 11 feet away. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Kicks to George. Unloads from 9. That doesn't go either for George.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Johnson the screen. Back to Lowry. On the wing. Misses off the left iron. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Raptors with the lead. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. He kicks to Patterson. And stolen by Deron Williams. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. George with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. George against DeRozan. 4 on the clock. And that one's good. George.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one.
DeRozan. It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
On the court for Indiana. Ellis is out there with Darren Williams. Then there's Hill. Then it's Turner. And it's George in the three, the small forward.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Passes it to DeRozan. Off target from outside. Indiana trailing here. George with the ball. Zach Randolph covering. Now here's George. No luck. Nice D from DeRozan.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And now here comes Williams leading the break. They get it back. Outside, George. It's Ellis on the wing. Now recovering. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Patterson, he's checked in for Zach Randolph. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Pick up by Hill. Williams can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Lowry. 9 points in the game so far. Carroll pitch to Valanciunas. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kobe's checked in for Toronto. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Detroit Pistons. Outside Lowry. Three-pointer. The shot will not go. And Indiana will come the other way.
And for Kyle Lowry, last season was full of milestones. First, he signs the big contract extension for 4 years. Then he earns his first ever All-Star selection. Unfortunately, didn't finish as strong with the postseason, but a terrific year.
Outside, Kobe. Back to Lowry. Patterson a screen on Williams. 5 on the clock. On Patterson, pitch to Valanciunas.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And what Patrick Patterson gives you guys is solid all-around play. He can help you in a lot of areas. High basketball IQ, high character, understands his role, knows his limitations, and stays within himself.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Jordan Adams, he's checked in for Kobe. And a change for the Pacers. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Ellis. Williams passes to George. Here's the screen. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. And going back to Patterson for just a moment, he's been lauded for his mature approach. Ever since high school in West Virginia, he was involved in a highly publicized recruiting battle between Florida and Kentucky, ultimately choosing the latter.
Yeah, and you know, the part of his game, Kevin, that he's really worked on is his ability to face up and shoot. Really starting to evolve into a guy that can space the floor, that space four. And when he's hitting that jumper at a high percentage, I think his value to the team goes up exponentially.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Raptors knocking down the tray. And it's Miles missing. Carroll kicks to Love. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And here's George for 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Carroll passes to Adams. Valanciunas with a screen on Turner. Turner comes with the double team. Left side Lowry. Again, the miss by Lowry. Pacers trailed by 6. The 3 from George. They get it again. Takes a 3. The feed to Miles. The dish to George. They shoot again. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Lowry kicks to Adams. Back to Lowry. Lets it go from deep. To the right side. Carroll dishes to Patterson. Outside for Lowry. Over Williams. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Outside, George. George double teamed. Feeds it to Turner. Here's Hill. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Hill's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Some changes for Toronto. Randolph comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's DeRozan in for Jordan Adams. The Pacers also changing it up. Mahinmi's checked in for Hill. Ellis comes in for C.J. Miles. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Williams. Now here's Valanciunas. He's got 12. Ellis on the double team. Randolph kicks to Carroll. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMarre Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. But I think he's found a home now.
Raptors leading by 4. Lowry passes to Randall. Dishes it to DeRozan. From the low block. And that one's good. DeRozan's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors. Indiana's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Turner with a screen on Lowry. And it's Ellis penetrating. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The Raptors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. DeRozan dishes to Randolph. Down low. Looks for Lowry. Gets it to him.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Toronto leading by 4. Picked by Randolph. Lowry kicks to Randolph. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Randolph's got 9. Timeout called the Pacers.
You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Some changes for Indiana. Martin comes in for George. And it's Williams in for Rodney Stuckey. Picked by Williams. And it's Ellis penetrating. Shot left block. That's a miss. And with it, he is 5 for 9. DeRozan with it. Williams picks him up. Screened by Valanciunas. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Drills it from outside.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Ellis. 11 points in the game. Here's Martin. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Biombo comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Kobe is subbed in for DeMarre Carroll. Now here's Kobe. And it's Lowry penetrating. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Ellis kicks to Martin. Williams up on top. At the elbow, it's Ellis. To the middle. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Turner.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Lowry kicks to Bryant. Randolph in the post. Turner covering. Randolph can't hit.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Now the Raptors moving it up. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. DeRozan again. Smart. Outside for Lowry. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Lowry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Raptors. For 3, Williams. Shot misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Raptors lead by 10. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. We've got DeRozan. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Zach Randolph. And there's Bryant. And it's Clark in the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Kobe, the pass to Clark. He dishes it to Biyombo. To the inside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Monte Ellis. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've worked hard to get the ball into the low post tonight as well, and it's paid off.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. Back to Ellis. Shot from 16. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Randolph's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Here's Clark. It's Patterson atop the key. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Mahinmi. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And Toronto making a change here. Carroll's checked in. Randolph a screen. Clark kicks to Randolph. Outside Carroll. And the Raptors miss again.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Patterson up top. There's the pick. Bryant drives in. Comes up empty off the pick.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Raptors leading by 9. On the wing, Bryant. The pass to Randall. 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Clark. Misses off the right iron. Pacers trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Now here's Kobe to the right side. Patterson dishes to Randolph. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Toronto. Then for the Pacers, Hill, he's checked in for Mahinmi. And it's Gooden in for Turner. Toronto calls timeout.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And thank you, Doris. Valanciunas with a screen on Williams. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. DeRozan again. Dunks. Shoots. And again, no good by Toronto. Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Williams.
Take a look at what Williams has done. He has 8 points and 6 assists. A terrific offensive combination, setting up teammates and knocking down the deep ball.
And winning basketball, Clark, there's no doubt that the two are related.
Well, it's terribly frustrating for a coach when his team can't knock down their free throws. I mean, it really comes down to focus, routine, and stamina, especially in the second half.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Pacers on defense. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. And DeRozan kicks the line. That one goes. Count it. And the Raptors lead by 6.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And it's Ellis penetrating. Gets that one through the hole. Make them now 7 of 13 in this game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Carroll, no one around him. Sinks the triple.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
They double team Ellis. And George now top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how close. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Lowry drawing the double team. And Carroll gets it to go.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
DeRozan again. Ellis. Pass to George. He's looking for Gooden and gets him. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Excellent D there from George. Lets the 3 fly. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Williams.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Screen by Valanciunas. There's a good screen. DeRozan again. George on the run, but he made the adjustment. And that's now 18 points for DeMar DeRozan. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too.
Yeah.
But he settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
Turner's checked in for Indiana. Pacers trail by 4. Ellis outside. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
They grab their own miss. Inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And, you know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014. Was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games from him last season.
The drive by Lowry. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Lowry's got 19 points.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. Yeah, Monte did have a lot of big second halves for the Mavs last season. Seems like at least half a dozen games for them, he would just take over. Started to get looked at as the top go-to guy late. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And George gets it to go.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket, for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
And for Monte, it makes sense to go to him late in games. He's so fast that he can create a shot anytime he wants. And very rarely does he not give you a chance to win with just one shot remaining.
And George, here we go. Kicks it to Ellis. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Paul George really making a difference here.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Toronto calls timeout. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Looking at the game for DeRozan, he has 18 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt they'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Pick up by Hill. 5 to shoot. And George, here we go. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Here's Lowry. Carroll with it. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
And the Pacers call time here. They're losing by 2. 1:33 left to play here in the 4th. Outside, George. And he banks that one home. George has got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Screened by Valanciunas. Outside, Randolph. Left side, Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot. No good from Valanciunas. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ellis with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Left side, George. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll get the 2 chances at the free throw line here.
They had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
The drive by Randolph. No luck. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, George. Fires at the elbow.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 4. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? And they're going to draw up something where they can get a quick shot and then maybe a foul.
That's got to be the game plan here. I mean, free throws are really their only hope. Points with the clock stopped.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
14 feet away, off target with that shot. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.